Hello everybody, good morning and welcome, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are in the B-League in Japan for the battle between Nagasaki VELCA and the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Kawasaki having a tough time this season and down at the bottom in the Central, going up against a Nagasaki VELCA team that is mid-table in their conference and in the West, and looking to protect the home court advantage today. So the fans, as usual, piling into the arena, ready to go, getting here early for this game. And you look at the relative scoring numbers and shooting percentages of these two teams. Nagasaki VELCA, and there's Matthew Wright, the Filipino international, the Gilas man, on the bench for Kawasaki. Sasha Kalea-Jones, Roscoe Allen. Those guys are going to have big games today for Coach Nano Ginsberg, the former Czech Republic national team coach, who really shot to prominence by coaching the Czechs and getting them to the quarterfinals of the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019. Satoshi Abe, Kihami Matsumoto, and Yoshiki Miragawa, the referees for today's game. And looking at the lineup for Kawasaki, it's going to be Kobari, Kalea-Jones, Shiruyama, Yonesu, Nozaki, Iba, Kamata, Johnson, Allen, Hasegawa, Wright, and Yamauchi. But for Kawasaki, it's going to be Kalea-Jones there in your screen. 26-year-old, along with Yonesu Allen, the veteran, the 31-year-old, played his college ball at Stanford many years ago, Hasegawa, and Wright. So, remember watching Roscoe Allen as well in the Basketball Champions League when he played in Europe. And Matthew Wright, with his Canadian connections as well, one of the, I would suggest, elite shooters in the B-League. And they need him to be an elite shooter today if they're going to have some success. Matthew Wright comes into this game averaging 11.8 points, 2.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists. And in terms of his shooting percentages, well, as we look at the kind of the warm-up from the always incredible show that they put on here. Is why so many people want to come to be a part of this. If you look at the shooting numbers, 32.9% from deep for right, 38.5% overall from the floor. So shooting in the 40s inside the arc, but really from a three-point shooting standpoint, probably could be a little bit better. You would expect it to be better for him, but we wanted to highlight Kawasaki's Yonesu and what he has done this season coming in to today. And plays just about 17 and a half minutes a game, averaging 3.2 points, 1.5 rebounds, 22.2% inside the arc, so that's not a great percentage. So again, all of these guys need to raise their games today. You know, Kawasaki, no longer Nick Fazekas, he's retired after last season. This is a team that has had some really good squads over the years, and they are struggling this season, looking for some inspiration, whether it's from one of the local guys, one of the Japanese players, or one of the foreigners. Somebody needs to step up for this team. They don't want to plummet so far as to go into the B2. So for Nagasaki today, it's going to be Steve Zach, Matsumoto, Karimata, Brantley Morikawa, Nagano Takahira, AJ Edu, another Filipino international. Excited to see him play. Yamaguchi, Yudai Baba, of course, arguably the best player on the court today. Kenneth Lawson Jr., also in that team. And the starting five is going to be Zach, Karimata, Brantley, Morikawa, and Yudai Baba, who 29 years of age, in his prime, and looking ever so dangerous. Perhaps his expectations a little bit higher, to be higher in the table, to challenge for the title. There he is, but he does it all for this team. And there's Steve Zach, the enforcer. See Karimata coming out as well at the end. But you look at Yudai Baba's last 5 games, he's been pretty solid overall this season. There's the head coach for Coach Mauer for the Nagasaki VELCA. You look at overall this season coming in, and Yudai Baba at 15, just over 15 points and 4 rebounds and 3.7 assists per game. There's Coach Ginsburg, also coached at Nymburk for a long time. Nymburk in the Czech Republic. He is from Israel, but really most strongly identified with his period in the Czech Republic, where he had especially a ton of success, well, relatively, for the Czech Republic, turning them into a real force, now called Czechia, in fact. So the starting fives for the two teams. For Nagasaki, it's Brantley, Zach, Karimata, Morikawa, and Baba. And for Kawasaki, it's going to be Kalea Jones, Yonezu, Allen, Hasegawa, and Wright. Also, Roscoe Allen really should be a good fit for this team. Big player, can get out, hit the long jump shot. Well, we are underway, folks, here in Nagasaki. And Nagasaki working it around. Oh, and the immediate foul, Baba fouled by Matthew Wright, shooting the, Baba shooting the No, Morikawa, excuse me, shooting the three, gets fouled by Matthew Wright. So not how you want to start things.
3 shots.
If you are the visiting team. And Morikawa goes to the line, makes the first. Well, he is a good three-point shooter. So you got to be alert. You got to be concerned about his presence on the court. Shoots about 38.3% from deep. He's also good at the line, 90.9%. So pick your poison. I mean, if you got to guard him, try to distract him, but don't foul him because he's not going to miss free throws. He's going to make 9 out of 10. And he does make all 3 this time. And Karamata called for a push. Getting a little physical here at the beginning of the game. Vanessa gets it across midcourt. Three-point look and Wright missing from downtown. Jones picks up his first foul. Zach has his pass deflected. Kalea Jones trying to post up on Zach. He was getting physical down there. How about that bounce pass? Oh. And missing the layup. Perhaps Unesu heard footsteps. Udai Baba, count it. This is not going to be an easy day at all for Matthew Wright on this end of the floor, guarded by Baba. Here's Kalea Jones. They need somebody else to step up. Kalea Jones gets it inside. And the foul has been called.
First personal, second, team foul. Side out, Kawasaki.
So Zach picks up his first foul. Roscoe Allen leans in, passes back outside to Kalea Jones. High arcing three, rattles it in. Actually has played for Great Britain's national team, Sasha Kalea Jones, born in the U.S. Here is the block. But it's his mother, I believe, that is the connection there. So 6-3. It's been a shaky start for Kawasaki, but here they are, just one three-pointer away from tying it. Pass whipped inside. Kalea Jones goes down like he's been hitting the head. That three-pointer off target. And a mystery at this end. The ball batted out to Brantley, and that's off target as well. Almost lost the rebound. Sagawa missed the three. And went down, got hit. Here's the turnaround, and Roscoe Allen just does not drop. That's a shot that he'll practice a lot. Brantley drifts in. Wasn't really the nicest finish, was it? Here's Allen. Drives in. Oh! And he'll be upset that he did not make the shot. Should be going to the line for the three-point play. Yudai Baba gets down and commits the foul.
Substitution. Number 15.
And if you're Yudai Baba there, you're thinking, okay, what have I done? It's the offense that's initiating the contact, but you just see it so often. The attacking player gets rewarded. And Roscoe Allen is at the line, a chance to close the gap to just one. And he will not. He misses the first. Wow, can you believe it? Misses both. Well, came in shooting 77.2% from the free throw line. Here's A.J. Edu, gets blocked upon entering the game. So low scoring start to the contest. Commits it to the corner. And Ashigawa misses another one, but Kalea Jones gets it to Allen, who misses again. Both teams not putting on a clinic shooting-wise here early. Bounce pass to Brantley. Gets in, that's better. And Allen beats the defense down the floor, catches the pass and misses. I think he needs to sit down just for a couple of minutes and come back in and push the reset button. Brantley goes in and scores. And Ginsburg calls timeout. Here's another look at Yudai Baba. And then Brantley powering his way down low. So the Brave Thunder have gotten themselves into some good shots. I mean, they've missed some open looks. They've missed some shots in and around the lane. They've missed layups. I mean, sometimes it just comes down to making shots like Kalea Jones did there. Interesting to see A.J. Edu coming off the bench today. Maybe that's a better fit for him. No Mark Smith today for Nagasaki, so that's a big absentee for them, the point guard. Karen Mata is a physical guard. Look at this. The initial push up the floor on Matthew Wright, it was more like of an establishment type of setting the tone type of defense. Matsumoto comes in, and I'm guessing that Coach Maurer doesn't really mind seeing Karamata come out and get physical early. 10-3. Again, Matthew Wright. Now Kalea Jones. And soft release, you can see why he's so highly rated. is Johnson also in the game now, number 24.
Number 0,
For Kawasaki, as is Nagasaki there, number 12. Ginsburg looking for just a little bit of a change, a spark. And they're fortunate that Matsumoto missed. He had a good look. Here's Kalea Jones. He scored all 5 points. Drifts in and banks it in. He wanted the foul, but that was just good physical play with Zach. Now almost a steal. Mizaki. Yudai Baba gets it. Oh, the push. Wright picks up his second. Just needs to move his feet and get in front of him. Don't give him the baseline. Okay, no, he had already passed him. But Matthew Wright, I think he'd rather let him just go ahead and attack and play defense than push him off. He's also got some help there. As it is, you got 2 fouls in the first 5.5 minutes. And Yamaguchi also goes to the line and makes the free throw. Well, only makes 1 and 2, so you're not fully punished. He's only a just under 60% free throw shooter, so if you're going to foul somebody, that's probably a good one to foul. Here's Johnson. How about that? Another 3-pointer, and it's a 1-point game. Yudai Baba. A.J. Edu. Passing around. Zach attack. Misses badly. And Kalea Jones. He looks pretty tough, doesn't he, as he puts Kawasaki in front. That's why so many people, you can see his natural length and athleticism, very smooth. A lot of people had high hopes for him, and he's kind of coming here to Japan, and he's kind of living up to the hype with his start today. He's been terrific. But you got to be a little bit concerned if you are Nagasaki VELCA, because Kawasaki Brave Thunder come into this game winners of 4 of their last 6 games. They split in their last weekend matchup with Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Also before that with Sendai 89ers, but then before that they swept Ibaraki Robots. So this is a team that is perhaps starting to come into form a little bit. And Nagasaki, meanwhile, have also been a little bit patchy. Brantley. Oh, boy. Takes it back outside. Trying to get it to Yudai Baba. Now, in the old days, I'm pretty sure Coach, at least back in the States, would have said, Brantley, you're right at the basket. Go up and be strong with it. They were looking to pass it, get an open look. Ball ended up going out of bounds. Jones. He's been pretty much unstoppable here. Here he goes up against A.J. Edu, and Edu called for the foul. I wouldn't say that's horrible defense by A.J. Edu. Just right at the end, the referee thought he'd made enough contact. So Sasha Kalea-Jones at the line and continues his great start to the game. Again, averaging 13.5 points per game. And he's probably going to pass that one quite easily, maybe even in the first quarter. Deflected, and they got to hurry now. And they do get it across midcourt in time, and then they get it to the hands of the danger man, Kalea-Jones. Stepping in and missing the open jumper. It is rebound, and here comes the VELCA. Good work. Look at Kalea-Jones getting in there sandwiched. And it looks, well, A.J. Edu is in danger of having the foul call, but instead it's Yamaguchi. Yeah, a little unlucky to get that foul called. I think oftentimes when you see the reaching, that's what the referees look at. And leads them to call that foul. So Kawasaki, having had an awful start, are now up 15-11, and Kalea-Jones is just taking off. My goodness, 12 points already. And he's going to sit down. Well, he did have 22 last time out against F.E. Nagoya. 13 before that. Then wasn't that impressive in the series against Sendai. At 21 and 19 in the two games against Seahorses Makawa. So he has had some big games, but here is the foul in the paint. Brantley going to the free throw line. That's one of the things as a player, you want to have consistency, but the better you become, the more attention you're going to get from the defense. There's at least Johnson called for the foul.
2 shots.
Boy, speaking of rough starts to the game, Brantley. Played his college basketball, College of Charleston. Now he's an 86.5% free throw shooter. Makes 1 of 2. Roscoe Allen back in the game. He's got it. Clock winding down. And how about that three-point shot, taking it up to a 19-12 lead. And Kabari bringing a little bit of impetus from the bench. Three-pointer, no good. A short. Zach with the rebound. And another opportunity. Unai Baba A little cold here. Yamaguchi drives in, misses, and the follow. And good work down low, going up AJ Edu.
First personal foul.
So Nagano with the foul. 2 free throws. And Coach Meyer has to be frustrated with his team's offense. They just haven't really been sharp so far. And this guy, meanwhile, coming off the bench, has given an immediate lift to this team. He averages 4.5 points per game, and he's already got 4 points. Is that the coach? What's he doing up there? Oh no, that's one of those headsets, one of those headpieces. And he makes both Kabari, so he's already past his season average. He's 5 points. Coming up on the 1 minute mark in this first quarter. That's more like it, drifting in. Nagano with his second. Johnson out to the perimeter, and missing it from deep was Lida. Oh, powerful move into the paint, and a charge has been called. So Yamaguchi gets his second foul. And yeah, I mean, it's just, when you raise your right arm and shove off on the defender, it's a no doubt about it foul. Kabari again probing Johnson for 3. If it goes, it's his second, and it is. Boy, the three-point shooters have shown up today for Kawasaki. Brantley right at the death. And at the end of the quarter, it's no good, and a tough start. They led 6-0, and then they're held to 10 points the rest of the way. Kawasaki struggling and find some rhythm thanks to Kalea Jones. They lead at 24-16. Well, this is a great example of a team, Nagasaki VELCA. They're home. They start well. They're fired up. They get on top of a team, 6-0, and then just, they're not, they're lacking sharpness. They're just not, the execution isn't quite there. They're maybe taking a couple of wild shots, and all of a sudden you allow the other team to find its footing and to get some confidence. And the one thing you can't do is allow a player like Kalea Jones to dominate you the way that he did in that first quarter. And then all of a sudden the confidence level goes up for Kawasaki Brave Thunders. But I give credit really to Ginsburg, because the starting 5, I mean, Roscoe Allen was having a nightmare start. 2.5 minutes into the game, he calls the timeout. He brings in, Johnson, makes some substitutions, and all of a sudden everything starts clicking. Here's Allen, catches it and lays it up and in. And sometimes a play as simple as that is what a player needs to find his rhythm and to get some confidence. So Roscoe Allen, the Hungarian-born Allen, plays for Hungary's national team as well, or has. Gets the bucket. Now the foul at this end on Nagasaki. Gives it to Zach. And three-point shot is no good from Karimata. Three-point look from the right wing. And another chance, down 10 points. Here's Brantley, and this time he is fouled, and yeah, he's going to get free throws for that, much to the annoyance of Allen, but that's definitely a good call.
First personal second, team foul. シュートモーション中のファウルによりツーショットが与えられます。Two shots.
He makes the first. And Brantley makes both. Johnson finally misses, had a hand in the face. A little bit of confusion over who's going to get the basketball, and it is indeed going to stay at this end. Now look at how Karimata is playing defense. If you look at how Karimata is playing defense with his back to the inbounds passer, he has to be careful that the ball isn't thrown off of his back. Okay, now he runs. And stepped out of bounds on the play, so the basketball goes back over to Nagasaki VELCA.
Outside substitution, Jones. Outside substitution, number 11. Jonas.
From the right, and that is more like it. And Morikawa has been a real weapon today. Kalea Jones. A little Euro step, gets it back outside. Shot clock winding down, and the lob. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? He called that alley-oop. He caught that pass and turned it into an alley-oop pass, scoring with the reverse layup. Spectacular finish from Kalea Jones. But right to the other end is Unai Baba. And suddenly a game that lacked offense early has plenty of it. And now the defense and a chance to go quickly. Baba takes it back, gets it to Brantley, wide open. Oh my. And Yonesu turns it over. And they're fortunate not to give away points there. Here comes Johnson in the open floor. He passes it. And it goes off his teammate's hands and out of bounds. And suddenly, as the game speeds up, the play becomes a little sloppy for Kawasaki. And Matthew Wright now. Maybe this is the right move for Ginsburg, bringing his veteran sharpshooter back into the game. But definitely the wind in the sails now of this Nagasaki VELCA team. However, the ball batted out of bounds. Good reach. Yudai Babo is getting ready to attack. Asigawa, open arms, heads over to the bench. What a fascinating encounter today between, I think really you have to say, a desperate Kawasaki Brave Thunder team because of their situation in the standings. And they've come out and really shown some good basketball, but also some fragility, some weakness in this last spell when it got a little crazy. Roscoe Allen had the tough start to the game. He seems to have found a little bit of rhythm, but this play right here is just going to be the play of the game for me. Terrific pass, but only an outstanding athlete can catch the basketball in that form and then score with a reverse layup off the glass. I mean, that was something special. Morikawa showing that he's a terrific player in his own right. Yudai Baba is always going to be at the party. He's going to be battling away. But again, you look back at the Central District, 8 wins, 22 defeats coming into this game for Kawasaki Brave Thunder, but they have won 4 out of their last 6. So they seem to be overcoming some of their early struggles. They're trying to chase down Yokohama B Corsairs, who are 11-19 and coached by Lassie Tuovi. And you've got in the West, Nagasaki VELCA 13-17. So 5 more wins. But on this evidence right now, not that much better. And oh my goodness. I mean, Kalea Jones, just go ahead and give him the Player of the Week award. If he keeps this up, he is showing unreal talent. There's the drive and the finish. Yudai Baba. 3.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's a 5-point game. Johnson gets it to Wright. Back to Johnson. He's a good shooter, doesn't make it. And there's Kalea Jones battling for the basketball. And he is bringing the effort. Outstanding display so far for Kalea Jones.
Kawasaki substitution. Number 45, Yamauchi.
Yamauchi now in the game. 22 years of age, one of the bright talents. Always want to get the young guys some playing time. You got to pick the right time. And he's definitely coming in at a crucial time for Kawasaki. But Ginsburg just outstanding coach. Here's Kalea Jones. Kalea Jones, shot clock winding down, has to put up a tough shot. And doesn't hit anything. Much better. Putting some attention on the main weapon of Kawasaki that time. They pass it around. Brantley. Yudai Baba inside the arc. That's it. That's quality. The Japan International. That's why he writes his name onto that team sheet before every national team game. Tom Hovass hoping he's going to be available. Here's the pass. It's deflected. Yamauchi. And... oh, wow. Zach and Kalea Jones. Kalea Jones taking exception to the physicality. And number 4, Karimata, has to be said, he hasn't been shied away from the physical contact at all today. He is feisty. I think you got to love how tenacious he is as a player. He is not going to back down against anybody, and probably the right move to get him out of the game. And that was a great example of Yamauchi. He's open, so Morikawa hit with the foul. Just because Yamauchi is open there, he doesn't have to take the shot because it was early in the shot clock. But they end up getting the basketball anyway, so they're not really punished. He does come in averaging 2.5 points per game. Oh, nice baseline move right. And again, a reverse layup, this time from the Kilas man. That's his first bucket. Zach powers his way down low. Yamauchi not going to be able to stop that. Gives away too much size, too much height, length. Yamauchi this time gives it to Allen, who puts it up, and it's long. And the lead is eroding. Here's Nagasaki, and the basketball, perhaps fortunate, bounces over the backboard. And here's Yamauchi. And again, I think Yamauchi attack, go to the basket. But every time you catch the ball in that situation, if it's not an automatic, you don't have to go to the basket. You can take it back outside. So timeout on the court, 3-point lead for Kawasaki Brave Thunders. 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. So you look at where these teams are at this point in the season, and you think about, being realistic. So Shiga Lake Star is having a real struggle. They're 2-27 in the West. It's going to be hard for them to make up a ton of ground. But right now, Kawasaki know that they're kind of, first of all, you got to play well enough to keep your place in the B1. And Nagasaki, I think, probably a little bit more realistic for them, looking at the potential of getting into the playoffs. They still got a lot of work to do at 13 and 17. They seem to go on a winning streak. And that's, when you're playing a team that's at the bottom of one of the conferences, you need to really lower the boom and beat these guys. 2 games this year to really send out that message. If you can't beat a team that's bottom, then your prospects of moving up into the playoff hunt probably aren't that good. But they catch Kawasaki Brave Thunder at a time when Kawasaki have been playing better basketball, so all bets are off. That's what makes it so interesting. Three-point shot. This time Morikawa doesn't get it to go. And Zach there for the offensive rebound and putback. Well, we've seen A.J. Edu and now Zach score after offensive rebounds and putbacks, and another bad turnover. Kawasaki, their own worst enemy, and Yonesu having a really tough time at point guard.
Kawasaki foul number 11, Yonesu, first personal, third team foul. Substitution, Kawasaki, number 24, Johnson, number 17, Ida.
So Yonesu is going to go out of the game after that turnover. Looked like pretty good defense.
VELCA substitution. Number 10, Nagano.
Okay, Yonesu is going to stay in the game, it appears. So a chance for Nagasaki to go back in front as Matsumoto makes the first. So now we're tied. Well, they're down 10 points, and now they've come back to take the lead. (17-8), they are outscoring Kawasaki in this quarter. Johnson from the right. They find Zach again. And Zach, well, if he catches it and goes straight up, maybe better. Johnson has to be careful he doesn't commit a foul. And they are going to call a foul on Matsumoto. Referees were letting them play there, but then they called the foul in the end. So Matthew Wright. He has been blanketed. I mean, they're not giving him any space at all to get any shots off Matthew Wright. Oh, here's a good-looking shot. Count it! Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the lead, after Lita's three-pointer, goes back to Kawasaki. Here's Brantley. Gets it right back. Brantley's play improving in the second quarter. Oh, my. Look at Johnson. I like his game. Morikawa with the foul. Now you watch a game like this and you understand how the B-League is really surging in popularity, because this is exciting stuff for these fans. We're seeing players attacking the basket, some spectacular finishes. Some good shooting. We did have that one spell of sloppy play, but overall it's been really good. And it's 36-35 in favor of Nagasaki VELCA right now. So Nagasaki, they've led by as many as 7 points in this game. Biggest lead, meanwhile, for Kawasaki has been 10 points. Well, Kawasaki have been good. They've gotten really good production from Johnson coming off the bench. I mean, Kalea Jones has been outstanding with 19. Let's hope he doesn't just sign off at the end of the first half. I mean, I'd like to see him go for a big number today, but really, it's been all Kalea Jones. And it's been a rough game for Allen. He has that one layup, but he's 1 of 5 from the floor, just 2 points. Hasegawa, Matthew Wright hasn't scored. Yonesu hasn't scored, so only one other player in the starting 5, Allen, other than Kalea Jones, has scored, and he has 2 points. And then coming off the bench, Johnson, and Kabari have brought some offense. And then for Coach Maurer, well, Brantley has led the way with 10. Udai Baba with 9. Morikawa has 6. Zach 4. Those guys in the starting 5. Karamata has yet to score. And then a smattering of points coming off the bench. So here's Johnson. A very important player in the grand scheme of things today. Makes the first. And what I like about Johnson is he's trying to assert himself. He knows it can't just be the Sasha Kalea-Jones show. Johnson makes both, so he has 8 points and puts Kawasaki back in front. There's a foul.
Kawasaki foul number 17. Second personal, 4th team foul. Side out, no foul.
Johnson's had some big games, so it's not a surprise. Here's a dump. Zach fouled as he goes up. Zach's been quite active as well today, quite influential. He's got 4 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He goes to the free throw line. Well short on that. That was not pretty. He's only a 46.2% shooter at the free throw line, so this is clearly a mental issue with him more than anything. He needs to just spend some time, definitely in the offseason, working on this. Ooh, not even close. But what keeps him in games is the fact that he works hard. He's a great player in the locker room, great worker, real physical. Doesn't shy away from the contact. Here is a foul, so Matsumoto picks up his second foul.
Substitution. Number 18, Baba.
So Baba back into the game. Whistle blows again. So free throws coming now for... Oh no, it wasn't a foul. Excuse me. Deflected out of bounds. Both teams in the bonus over the final 2 minutes and 1 second. Kalea-Jones, he's got 19 points. If he can add to his tally. Oh boy, great read and steal by Baba. Or excuse me, it wasn't Baba, it was... Anyway, on the other way, Johnson putting it up and in. Excuse me, that steal before was by Nagano, and Johnson now with 10 points, and it's a 3-point lead. Brantley catches him napping, goes up, misses. There's Zach, and that's what he's been doing so well today. He's been getting inside, getting those offensive rebounds and putbacks. Johnson again gets it to the corner, but the charge called on Johnson. To Zach. Taking one for the team. Yeah, that's a good call. Three fouls, that's big too, with 1:14 remaining. Never like picking up your third foul late in the first half. It just just not good basketball by the player, and it also raises questions. Why didn't the coach see that and sit him down before he picked it up? He was trusting him. Here's Brantley. Wide open look from deep. You can count it. So Nagano 5 points and another turnover. Oh, great block by Kalea Jones. It triggers a break now. And Allen drives in and scores. And how about Kalea Jones? And the foul called as well. Utterly spectacular block by Kalea Jones. I mean, he's just given us so many highlights. And meanwhile, Matsumoto picks up his third foul, it appears.
Kawasaki substitution number 2, Kawadi.
Yep, Matsumoto, 3 fouls.
Number 12, Kawasaki.
So he'll have to go out.
VELCA substitution.
Is there anything that Sasha Kalea Jones has not done today? I mean, he has been sensational. 5 blocks, 21 points. No, 5 blocks, 19 points. And helping Roscoe Allen get into the game, giving him an opportunity to get to the line. He's missed a couple of free throws. And Allen makes the shot. Makes the free throw to put Kawasaki back in front. Brantley takes it. Outside it goes. Open look. That's good. Well, they're trying to defend the paint, but you can't give up an open 3. I mean, there was nobody within 5 steps of it. Quick 3 right at the end. Doesn't drop. Morikawa and Nagasaki VELCA. It is a battle. It's 44-42. Nagasaki on top of Kawasaki Brave Thunder at halftime. 足元に気をつけてください。Introducing Nagasaki VELCA's partners for the 2024-25 season. Pregame partners: Japanet Holdings, B.LEAGUE Light, 株式会社ドリームマン、88 Official Partners, You Can Add, プロロジス、連合、会社王長崎、松藤グループ、富士機材株式会社、再開再生、戸田建設、長崎トヨタ、日本ゼネックス、ニコニコのり株式会社、扇成功グループ、K&Bホールディングス、医療法人形成会、ユニフォームサプライヤー、ニューバランス、そして本日のゲームパートナー、
ーサーは沖縄の現代エーサーを原点とし、平成元年に長崎初のエーサー団体として発足しました。伝統を継承したエーサーと新しい形のエーサー、両方のエーサーをお楽しみください。 来場の皆様にご案内です。セカンドフロア混合するグッズショップには新商品がたくさん入荷しております。次回ホームゲームの島根戦で選手が着用する佐世保ユニフォームや大人気のワンシリーズからアノラックパーカー、マウンテンパーカー、トラックスーツが新登場。グッズショップ内にワンシリーズコーナーがございますのでチェックしてください。ただいま長崎ベルカファンクラブではお友達紹介キャンペーンを実施しております。ご紹介いただいた方、ご紹介でご入会いただいた方には限定デザインのハリセンをプレゼントいたします。たくさんご紹介いただいた方にはさらに素敵なプレゼントもご用意しております。また今ファンクラブにご入会いただきますと来週1月31日金曜より始まります3月のベルカホームゲームチケットのファンクラブ先行販売にも間に合います。3月は琉球戦や宇都宮戦など好カードが目白押しです。皆さん会場で熱い声援をお送りしましょう。本日長崎スタジアムシティサウス内にございます手ぶらで行ける温浴施設ユクルにて本日の長崎ベルカ観戦チケットをご提示いただくと入場料が 20% オフになるキャンペーンを実施しております。観戦日当日のみの選手が保有タイムを追って客席内まで
44-42, Nagasaki VELCA on top of Kawasaki Brave Thunders. And Kawasaki led by Sasha Kalea-Jones. We thought he had 19, but his scoring tally has actually been reduced to 17. But nevertheless, that's been a good first half for him. Nagasaki VELCA starting stronger today, getting the first big play when Yudai Baba, after the 3 free throws from Morikawa, taking their lead to 6-0. And then Sasha Kalea-Jones stopped the rot, getting the first bucket for his team, but they didn't do too much early. But then Kalea-Jones started getting it going. And then Lee Johnson came off the bench as well and really brought some scoring thrust. He added 10 points in the first half. 2 of 4 from three-point range. Meanwhile, some others stepping up, knocking down some buckets, including this man. Nagano with 5 points. Roscoe Allen really struggled early. That was his first bucket. And Morikawa has just been outstanding. Again, he's got 9 points. He's 2 of 5 from deep. He hit all 3 free throws when he got foul shooting at 3. Kalea-Jones, though, came up with the highlights of the game. That was one of them. Yudai Baba kind of probing, searching, getting inside. Then taking the jumper. The two-time Japan Olympian. And then Matthew Wright finally opening his account with the reverse layup. And after a spell where they couldn't get anything to go, they got the 3 from Lita. Brantley, meanwhile, answered immediately with a 3. And Yudai Baba tried to push it after the turnover, but then he turned it over. And then the pass back to Johnson. And I think that might have been the question mark on whose bucket that was. But again, another three-pointer. This one from Nagano, his first, and then Morikawa. And that's how the first half finished. 44-42. 2 minutes to go before the start of the second half. And as we look at the numbers, 5 of 14 from deep Nagasaki, 5 of 16 for Kawasaki. Both teams making 9 free throws. A couple more misses for Nagasaki VELCA and 1 more make inside the arc. Excuse me, 1 more make, inside the arc for Nagasaki. 44-42, 20 rebounds to 19 advantage. And you've also got some other numbers that I'll let you digest points off turnovers, 9 for Kawasaki. Anyway, Bradley with 10 points, 17 for Kalea Jones, 6 rebounds for Elise Johnson, 6 assists for Uneso. Zach has been very active. He's got the 6 rebounds and 3 assists to lead his team. Some of those other stats that were interesting: points in the paint, 18 apiece, 18 bench points for Kawasaki, 10 for the home team. And again, the biggest lead of the game with 10 points for Kawasaki. Zach, key players. Well, Zach is definitely attacking the Zach attack, giving some good minutes. And Unesu has had some, well, does have the 6 assists and 3 rebounds. For Kawasaki. Hasn't scored yet. So Uneso only scores 3.2 points per game coming in, so that's really not a huge surprise. So second half action is underway, and it's going to be Nagasaki with the opening possession and now attacking the basket to the right, and immediately the turnover. Brantley's pass. Oh, look at the bounce pass. Are you kidding me? That is what you call a room service dime right there by Matthew Wright. Bounce pass right into the hands of Sasha Kalea Jones, who now has 19. And here is the whistle and the foul.
Third personal, first team foul. Side out.
Long shot, no good. They battle Zach again as Roscoe Allen comes away. Kalea Jones, this time denied. What great defense from Zach that time. Nice aggressive move, great basketball. Terrific defense by Zach, who's now going to post up. You know, we were looking at those key player stats, and that was, I think, his most impressive play defensively. Getting a block on the other team's best player right at the rim.
Substitution VELCA, number 17, Yamaguchi. Nagasaki.
Here's a corner three. Yudai Baba. Well, the cream rises to the top in those difficult situations. Yudai Baba now with a 3-point lead for Nagasaki VELCA. Roscoe Allen, not interested in the three. Patient, they pass it around. And Nessie didn't look confident taking that. Here's the drive and the foul.
Third personal, third team foul. Substitution Kawasaki, number 17, Ida, number 45, Yamaguchi. Two shots.
First one is good. the second one is good as well. 49-44, Yudai Baba. Coming good. Here is a little floater. Not working for Yanesu. From the right, Yamaguchi missing. I think that's taken too early in the shot clock, especially when your player's hot like Baba. My boy Yanesu really struggling today. Here he is passing it to Kalea Jones, and the follow, terrific play, Yamauchi. Unbelievably important play by that young man right there. Terrific. Now that's a way you can contribute. You can take all the threes you want. You can attempt those plays on those fast break layups, but if you can get some offensive rebounds and get some putbacks, that is a huge contribution, especially when you feel like the game is starting to get away from you. So Yamauchi, one of the biggest plays of the game for his team, and gets the three-point play. And that's a foul on Yamauchi, getting the ball before he crosses midcourt. First foul, the 22-year-old. Let's see if Nagasaki have an answer for that huge play. Brantley, the pass to Zach, they do, of course. Good, solid answer provided by Zach. Yamauchi, Kalea Jones drives in, tough play, Kalea Jones. He wanted the foul. 21 from number 3. Brantley gets into the paint, puts it up and in. They're starting to bowl their way to the points, taking advantage of their size, getting some mismatches. That was a tough assignment for Lita. Kalea Jones close to having his season high of 22 points. He just needs one more bucket. Here's Allen. Long rebound collected by Brantley. Three-point look. Yamauchi rebounds. Gotta be careful, doesn't turn it over. And this is a foul on Yamaguchi. Sends Allen down to the ground, down to the hardwood.
Number substitution. Number 1, Matsumoto. Number 15,
AJ Edu back in the game. Played well in the first half. Yamaguchi guarding the inbounds and turns his back to him. Nessie finally stops his own rot, makes the bucket, his first points of the game. And that was a big play, and over and back. Good defense by Lita, guarding Yudai Baba, uncharacteristically making that mistake.
substitution. Number 10, Nagano.
Nagano has been an important player in this game. Now, Yonesi just scored. He gets it outside on the wing. Allen goes at Edu. Gets it to Kalea Jones at the stripe. That was well short.
Kawasaki foul number 17, third personal 15 foul. Substitution, Kawasaki, number 24, Johnson.
3 fouls on Lita.
Limit, 2 shots.
So the fouls accumulating. You can see for Kawasaki as Baba goes to the free throw line, and he's short. Boy, we've seen some short free throws today. For both teams. Especially though for Nagasaki. Remember Zach's short free throw? Ooh. And does get it just up enough to get it off the rim, and it falls through. There's Allen driving and getting it outside. Now they get it to the corner. Yamauchi for 3. Count it! The young man stepping up in crunch time. Oh, nice little wraparound to Zach. Great play by AJ Edu. Draws the defense, and Zach is just finding his comfort zone in this game. I mean, he is just owning that spot underneath the basket. Good play. They get it. Johnson back in. Yamauchi, will it be back-to-back? No. Allen, though, does a great job of battling away, and the ball goes off of Zach. What a contest. Allen takes it into the paint. Ball goes out to Johnson. They get it to the top of the key. And that was off. Oh boy, that was a very makeable shot for a player that's been reliable. Nagano. Here's Allen. And boy, Allen just really struggling with his shot today. 2 of 8 from the floor. 0 of 3 from deep. He makes just one of those, his team is in front. Bye-bye. Drives to the corner. Terrific catch, Matsumoto. They leave him open, and they don't pay the price. Yamauchi shares it. Inside to Allen. And maybe the pass wasn't there. And 2 free throws coming. No, they're not going to count it. Oh, no, have they counted it? Is it going to be an and-1?
Kawasaki foul number 45, Yamauchi, second personal foul. Substitution, VELCA. Number 9, Morikawa. Kawasaki substitution number 3, Jones. Due to leading the focus. 2 shots.
So Yudai Baba, they did not count the bucket, but foul before. Baba at the line, and he misses another free throw. Makes the second. It's a 3-point lead, but Coach Bauer hoping his team can get a little bit of a cushion. It's just been a real grind. And don't forget, these two teams are going to do it again tomorrow. Brantley in the game. We're 7 minutes into the second half. 3-point lead for the home team, Nagasaki VELCA. The alley-oop! And instead of a thunderous dunk, Sasha Kalea-Jones just catches it and lays it in. Very softly, might have got a little bit of the rim. More important to get the 2 points. So he's got his new career high, Sasha Kalea-Jones. How many will he finish with? The 3-pointer no good. Johnson able to rebound it. Johnson to the corner and driving in, and Lita gets blocked. Great hustle, AJ Edu. Gilat's man seems to be a little more comfortable coming off the bench, and a great block by Kalea-Jones. Boy, he has been so tough today. I mean, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility. He could get a triple-double. Here is the drive to miss. Kalea-Jones, another rebound, and he misses with the putback. Not out of the realm of possibility to get a triple-double with blocks. Kawa missing from deep. Still a 1-point game. Kalea-Jones with 23 points. He's got 5 blocks. And Johnson, oh boy, that was a tough drive, and he is fouled. Going to the line for a 3-point play. Tough keeping up with him. A guy that was flirting with the NBA, the former Missouri State star, fouled by Edu. There's not much separating these two teams, that's for sure. A very competitive game. Still feel like we haven't seen the best of Nagasaki. Let's see if we can get a little bit better play from them down the stretch. Here's Brantley. Tough assignment. Lita staying with him. And they call the foul on Lita. He's undersized compared to Brantley. It's his 4th foul. And that's going to put him on the line, I believe. Yeah, they're in the bonus. I don't really see too much wrong with that defense.
2 shots.
So Brantley steps up. Good free throw shooter. And makes the first. So he's now 4-5 today. Right at 80%. $13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, but only makes 1 of 2. So Kalea-Jones, in fact, has 6 blocks today now, so that is a season high as well. So he has been utterly spectacular. Here he is, backing his way down. Ooh. Gets rid of it to Johnson from the right corner, off the back of the rim. Nagasaki's turn now. Maybe they can reclaim the lead. Well, a lot of pushing out there on Yamaguchi. Now Brantley, guarded by Yamauchi. Yamauchi doesn't give an inch. Yamaguchi drives in. And, oh wow, what a finish from Yamaguchi. Terrific play. Well, he has played hard today. And that is his finest moment of the game. Look at this. He saw Kalea-Jones coming. He gets the ball high off the glass and now has a chance for a 3-point play. Remember, he's coming off the bench. He has 3 points. He averages 6.5. 4 fouls on Johnson, so that was huge. And he also makes the free throw for a 2-point lead. And watching him play, it's kind of surprising he doesn't average more points than he does. He's very, very aggressive, looking to make an impact. Basketball inbounded by Hasegawa. Jabari bringing it up. He is off to Allen. Finish. Nope. Ball knocked out of his hands. Kalea Jones by Morikawa. AJ Odu hands it off. Is he going to get it back? Nope. It's going to be Brantley. Brantley drives it, gets projected. The 7th block of the game by Kalea Jones. Folks, if you're watching this game, you need to call your friends and tell them that Sasha Kalea Jones is getting off today. 3 fouls. Kalea Jones, 7 blocked shots to go with his 23 points and 6 rebounds. What an incredible triple-double that would be if he could get 4 more rebounds and 3 more blocks. And like I said, it is not out of the realm of possibility. The season high before today was 6 blocks. Oh no, excuse me. Well, he's got 7 blocks, so that's a season high. So the season high before today was 5. Oh boy, a turnover costly, and they don't even get off the shot. So we're still 2 points separating these two teams heading to the final quarter. It's 61-59. Nagasaki VELCA on top of Kawasaki Brave Thunder. Well, both teams shooting it right at 40% overall from the floor. Both teams with 6 makes from deep. And Nagasaki VELCA now who have more free throws. They're 15 to 11 for the visitors. But Nagasaki have missed quite a few as well in that quarter, or else they would be up even more. They're 15 to 22 from the stripe. That's 68%. But one stat that really jumps off, the team blocks. 7 blocks. 7 blocks for Kawasaki Brave Thunder, and they're all by Kalea Jones. 3 blocks for Nagasaki. One of those was Steve Zach blocking Kalea Jones, which was also a huge play. Turnovers 11 for Kawasaki, 8 for the VELCA. And it all adds up to a very exciting last 10 minutes here in the B-League for this game. Just thinking there might be a change either of these coaches could do defensively that could make life a little bit harder for the other team, but Roscoe Allen's shooting has not been great today. That could end up costing him dearly. And Yamaguchi, meanwhile, left wide open in the lane. Sasha Kalea-Jones again has it knocked out of his hands, and then he commits the foul.
Kawasaki foul number 3, Jones. Second personal, first team foul. Side out.
He's been so good today. I mean, he wanted to stop the break. I don't think anybody can take issue with how he's played today. He has been sensational. But he's going to need some help, and the energy has to be right. And they're leaving some open jumpers, and the three-pointer good. Up to a 7-point lead. That's 2 open jumpers. Yamaguchi in the lane. Brantley, who's missed some threes today, doesn't miss with that one. So he's now 2 of 5 from three-point range. And 5 of 13 overall from the floor. Foul trouble for Kawasaki as well. Lita with 4, Johnson with 4. That's big. Mizaki and Wright each with 3. Wright hasn't been a factor today. Wasn't able to impose himself early on and just has not been able to get in. You can see Roscoe Allen so frustrated with his day shooting the basketball. It has been a nightmare for him. Just 2 of 9 from the floor. He's missed all 4 of his three-pointers. He's 1 of 3 at the line. It's just been a tough day for Roscoe Allen. And if you're Coach Ginsburg, you're thinking, well, he's going to shoot himself out of it. He could end up giving us the game-winning 3 as his only 3. He will not lose faith in him. That's how basketball can be sometimes. Karimata comes into the game at this crucial juncture with Nagasaki VELCA having taken a 7-point advantage. Interesting that the 22-year-old Yamauchi remains on the court. Ginsburg showing some trust in the young man. Here he is. Hasegawa gets it inside to Kalea-Jones. He's got 25. Brantley gets it lit, and good defense by Allen, knocks it away. Bounce pass to Yamauchi. Oh, great hustle down the floor by A.J. Edu to get the rejection. Hasegawa drives in. A.J. Edu again, not in my house. But the foul has been called before. But great rim protection by A.J. Edu. Look at this. The foul there, and then Edu says, just in case. And Karimata now with 3 fouls. I thought he had 3 in the first half, but he's got 2 in the first half, and now he's got his 3rd. So Hasegawa goes to the line for some very important free throws. There's the veteran. And this is the first. And he shoots it at 71.4% coming in, but he's only attempted 7 rather. He's made 5. So it's not like he's had a lot of attempts. He makes 1 of 2. He's been averaging about 12 minutes, 49 seconds per game. Okay, so Steve Zach comes back into the game, so that changes the dynamic. Makes it a little bit harder for Kalea Jones to get anything inside. Here's Zach. You just leave him open outside. He's not going to take it. Oh, and falling down. Udai Baba able to get it to his teammate, and then an offensive foul, moving screen on Steve Zach.
Second personal, second team foul. Side out, Kawasaki.
And just when you thought Nagasaki VELCA might get a little bit of separation, it's Kawasaki that have scored on 2 straight trips down the floor, and now they have a chance to make it 3 in a row, and it's a 4-point game. And without a doubt, you want to find Sasha Kalea Jones. You have to go with your best player here. You got to get him some looks. Hasegawa. Oh, what do I know? Hasegawa with the 3-pointer. Maybe making that free throw is exactly what he needed. So 66-65. 7.5 minutes remaining. And the rim protection, that's block number 8 for Kalea Jones. Boy, his name is going to be in bold letters tomorrow in the headlines. Great defense, Yamaguchi getting his hands up, knocking it out of bounds. But Kalea Jones with 8 blocks. I'm trying to think any player that's had that many blocks in recent times for any league. His timing is spectacular on defense. Here he goes. Maintains the dribble, then hands it off. Allen for 3. And finally, Roscoe Allen. And like I said, Nano Ginsburg is going to keep faith with number 25 because that's what he does. He's a shooter. And he finally drains one, and it's a go-ahead 3 with 6:55 remaining. Allen takes it and got it. And you know nobody's happier than Roscoe Allen, or shall we say, no one's more relieved heading over to the bench. So that's 2 huge 3-pointers, one from Hasegawa and the next from Roscoe Allen. Well, Roscoe Allen's 3-point shooting this season, so he's come in having hit in 28 games, 35.6% on the season, 36 for 101. There's A.J. Edu's had some nice contributions today from blocking standpoint, especially in rebounding. Edu just has 2 points, but he has 5 rebounds and he has a block. So I thought he had one more block than that, but just under 14 minutes. And they are making Nagasaki work. And again, Ginsburg. This game hugely important for both teams. Obviously Kawasaki on the bottom of the standings in their division. Need to get some wins to Clyde. Who knows, maybe make a late push for the playoffs. Here's Brantley. A.J. Edu gets in, gets blocked. That's number 9 from Kalea Jones. Sasha Kalea Jones, the Terminator, not giving anything away. 9 blocked shots. I mean, how often do you see a player get more blocks than rebounds at his position? It's incredible. 25 points, 9 blocks. One more and he's got a double-double. Huge play, 6.5 minutes remaining, getting close to winning time when the big players make the big plays. Yonesu shares it to Roscoe Allen, and Roscoe Allen is fouled by, I think, Zach. Yeah, it was Zach on the attack once again, and here he is. And Roscoe Allen is going to try to concentrate, 3 fouls, and make some free throws. And remember, this Nagasaki VELCA team had a nice little run to take a 7-point lead, only for Kawasaki Brave Thunder to come charging back after a timeout. And Roscoe Allen, having hit a 3, now goes to the line and makes a free throw. And only makes 1 of 2. It's a 3-point lead. Brantley. Yamaguchi takes it in, back outside. Baba keeps the dribble low, goes up. Zach goes for the rebound and put back, but doesn't. Oh! Looked like it was almost a travel. I'd like to see that again. Yamauchi had that big putback. Allen, long 2. Well, I'm not sure. Yes, Allen is open. And yes, he's hit a 3, but I still think you need to get Kalea Jones touches. Here's Brantley, and it goes to Zach. And they scrap for the basketball. Kalea Jones, another rebound, comes up with it. Hasegawa gets it back to Yamauchi. And we are in winning time, folks. Which team is going to make the big plays? Allen. He doesn't want to force it. He's fouled. Yamaguchi. 4 fouls on him. Yamaguchi 6 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. He's turned it over. Nagano comes back in. He's had a nice game. 5 points, a steal. Just never know who's going to step up in these clutch moments. Roscoe Allen gets it over to Kalea Jones. Kalea Jones gets inside, and he is fouled. Gets to the line. Great footwork by Sasha Kalea Jones. Zach upset.
Official timeout.
Yeah, he's kind of leaning into him. Kind of barging into him. Timeout. 4 fouls. I'll tell you what, out of all the games I've seen this season, this is one of the more spectacular performances by Sasha Kalea Jones. He has been utterly incredible. 9 blocks, 25 points. Now he has 7 rebounds. He's going to the free throw line. So, got Kalea Jones at the free throw line. Makes the first. My goodness. And it's the second to go as well. I think the only other performance that could match this, it wasn't the same type of performance, but Yudai Okada for Kyoto Hatteras. He had a huge game this season where he just went wild scoring. But this is tough to beat from Kalea Jones. The question is he going to get him a win? And Bradley loses it. Spinning in the lane, trying to make a play.
Number 7, Brandon. First personal, 55. 先ほどのファウルはオフェンシブファウルとなります。ボーナスには入りません。サイダー、川崎。
Well, Kawasaki asking what the call is here, and are there free throws potentially? Interesting that you see Nano Ginsburg there, but his assistants, Katohisa Jeffrey Katohisa, and Oren Amiel, who was his longtime assistant in Europe at Nymburk, ended up coaching. It's a nice staff at Kawasaki Brave Thunder overall, looking up and down. But anyway, 4.5 minutes remaining. Yamauchi hands it off. Kalea Jones backs up. Oh, look at the movement. Look at Kalea Jones. This is his world, and we are living in it. Unbelievable effort today. Hands down, has to be the top performance of any player in Japan. The three-point shot, no good. Kalea Jones, another rebound as he gets closer to his triple-double. Can he get another rebound or two? Three-pointer for good for Allen, his second three of the game. And Kawasaki Brave Thunder in winning time are making winning plays. What a game. And you got to be excited if you're a Kawasaki Brave Thunder fan, because, you know, you've had some real lows this season, but this does not look like a team that only has 8 wins. Well, still time for Nagasaki VELCA to get back into this. But they're going to have to play well and maybe get a little bit of help from Kawasaki along the way. You know, Baba launches, misses, and it's Kalea Jones with another rebound. He's got 9. He is 1 rebound away and 1 block away from a triple-double. Interestingly, he has no assists. And offensive foul turns it back over. And what you don't want, obviously, I think it's too early to be thinking about the clock for Kawasaki, but I do think it's a good idea to eat up some of that clock every time down. You don't want to be taking early shots. Brantley into the paint, pump fake, Edu. And you know he was thinking twice about releasing that shot because of the presence of Kalea Jones. That's why he missed that shot. Ordinarily that would be easy. You want to go in for the dunk. And another turnover. Now this is an empty possession. This is what you can't do if you're Kawasaki. And Brantley fouled by Hasegawa. At bare minimum for Kawasaki, you want to take some time off the clock. They didn't do that, and they turned it over. They did not even get a shot off. That's twice now in a row, and that's what leads. That just opens the door a little bit to a comeback in a game that really you should win when you're up with 2:47 remaining and up 10. Udai Baba drives, spins, turns, puts it up. It's an 8-point game. He's got 18 points, Udai Baba. Yamauchi. Okay, Kalea Jones gets it. The help comes. Great defense. Oh, boy. Well, first of all, terrific effort by Udai Baba. It looked like Baba was out of bounds. They could challenge if they wanted. Ginsburg. But the main thing is they have a third straight trip where they do not score. And there's still now plenty of time. Well, there's still time. So Yamaguchi's going to inbound it to Brantley. A three-pointer here would really fill Nagasaki with some hope. But they don't necessarily have to look for the threes. They are going to take it, though, and they are not going to get it as Allen rebounds the miss. Nagano thought he had a good look. He took it. He did have a good look. Easiest spot on the court to make an open three from the corner. It's the shortest three-pointer on the court. And this is better. They're using time, and that was very close to being goal interference. Good block from Brantley. Oh, almost a turnover there. Brantley, shaking and baking, gets into the paint. Kalea Jones. Brantley for three. He's got it. It's a 5-point game. Third three-pointer of the day for Brantley. He's got 19. 129 remaining, and well, there is definitely time for Nagasaki to force overtime, maybe get the win in regulation. So Nano Ginsburg really needs to figure some stuff out here during this timeout. Eight of 26 from three-point range today, Nagasaki VELCA. So they can definitely look for those threes. They don't have to, but they can look if it's open, like that last one. And unless you've got a layup on this next possession for Kawasaki Brave Thunders, you're not driving, because right now the clock the clock has been the enemy, but it's not quite as much the enemy now since they've been able to chip away, cut that deficit into half. It's just never easy to finish these games. Kawasaki Brave Thunder, Johnson coming back into the game. And the other thing is you got to really maintain your emotional discipline here. If a call goes against you, you just go on and play. You don't want to complicate things and get it technical. So they get it inbounds to Johnson. Edu guards him. He's taking time off the clock. Here's Johnson. Okay, he gets it in, and it's going to be Kalea Jones getting it back to Johnson. They pass it around. Yamauchi for three. He follows up the miss, but it's Nagasaki that come up, and he's tied up, so the jump ball possession area favors Kawasaki Brave Thunder. So that's huge. They take up the majority of the shot clock, and they get the ball back for a new 14. But still, down 5. They just need to get this to a one-possession game, and then anything can happen for Nagasaki VELCA. There's Maurer looking from the sidelines, as is Nano Ginsberg from the Kawasaki bench. Driving in, Yonesu misses, but there is the follow in the rebound as well. So he's got his double-double, Kalea Jones. The lead goes back to 7. He just needs one block to get a spectacular triple-double. Brantley has it stolen. Yonesu, and he tries to make the lob. Now it's going to go the other way. That was not the right play. And I'm pretty sure that Ginsberg is going to tell his point guard, hey, we don't need to attack. Take time off the clock. The clock is the enemy. And because we didn't convert, we've given them the ball back. It's still looking very promising for Kawasaki here on the road. And you think this has to be a must-make for Nagasaki if they're going to stay in it. They got to go quick. Yamaguchi, Baba. Yudai Baba takes it back outside. Sets his feet, puts it up and misses. And there is AJ Edu with the putback. He really has done well off the bench today. I've liked watching AJ Edu. He's doing the things that he needs to do. Maybe not spectacular, but I think they're going to run out of time as Kalea Jones has it. He's hacked by Brantley. So Kalea Jones, listen to this line. 31 points, 10 rebounds, second foul Brantley, and 9 block shots. If only he could get one more block. I think it's unlikely. What a spectacular performance by this man right here. One thing's for sure, he should not be buying his dinner tonight. Somebody else should step up to the plate and get this guy whatever he wants, because he has been utterly sensational. Career high in points and blocks. And I dare say we will hopefully hear from him after the game, because he has been amazing. I don't think Nagasaki knows what's hit him, because Kalea Jones has been riveting today. No Mark Smith today for Nagasaki VELCA, so that has been a huge absence. So he's been placed on the injury list. That was announced on January 24th because of cartilage damage in his right knee. So that means he's out for at least 30 days because of the rules. If you go on the injury list, you can't come back for 30 days. So that, you know, in fairness to Nagasaki, he is one of their most important players, if not their most important player. I would suggest he's right there in importance with Udai Baba and Brantley. So tough absence for them. Here's Baba. And Baba makes the three. Well, it gives them a little bit of hope. They got to get a steal here. And they're not going to get it. Johnson up ahead. Yamauchi just hand it off. And that is going to be it. A very important win for Kawasaki Brave Thunder on the road at Nagasaki VELCA. Kawasaki Brave Thunder's winning 80-76. And that was a gritty effort. I think probably helped by Nagasaki not as sharp as normal. And the Mark Smith absence obviously doesn't help. But nevertheless, you got to tip your hat. Winning the game on the road like that and getting that type of performance by Kalea Jones. I think the word amazing comes to mind. He was that good today. So they say thank you, the Nagasaki faithful. And again, they will play tomorrow at 5:05 local time. So that's the good news, really, for both teams, because when you win like this, you want to go out and play again as quickly as possible. But also, it allows Nagasaki VELCA to go out and try to get a bad taste out of their mouth. There it is. That confirms that game 2 tomorrow. So they announced yesterday the loss of Smith for 30 days, and they're going to have to figure some things out. There's Nano Ginsburg waving to the crowd. And Roscoe Allen as well. He had a tough first 3 quarters, but boy did he play well in the fourth. And whatever Ginsburg can do to get Kalea Jones to play at that level for the rest of the season, if he can do that, this team has not only a great shot of staying in the top flight, but maybe even an outside chance of getting into playoff contention, because he was unstoppable. You've got to expect that tomorrow he's going to face a lot of attention. They're going to come up with a defense that's going to make life a little bit harder for him. They've got to come up with something.
B.LEAGUE 2024-25 B1 League. Shiwa Control presents Nagasaki VELCA vs Kawasaki Brave Thunders にご来場いただき誠にありがとうございました。これをもちまして本日のアリーナ内でのイベントスケジュールをすべて終了いたします。Thank you for coming and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
So I think we're going to hear from Kawasaki here shortly.
Hi. 根野ヘッドコーチ、まずはお疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
今シーズン2度目の連勝ということで、後半戦非常に重要なゲームになりましたけれども、今日のゲーム振り返ってみていかがでしたでしょうか。
I think we really players make great effort. We play against good team. And second half we managed to stop them on 32 points. So I'm very happy from today's game. I think fans can be proud on us today. I'm just happy.
で本当に今日の試合はね、後半戦に入るにあたってすごい大事な一戦だと思っていたので、本当に入りが大事だなというふうにも思ってましたし、今日の勝因としてはやっぱり後半自分たちのディフェンスがしっかり機能したことが勝因だと思っているので、前半に変わって後半はしっかり40点以内に相手の失点を抑えることができたので、ここから先しっかりとここから流れを乗っていきたいなと思ってますし、ファンの皆さんも今日の試合を見て自分たちを誇らしく思えるような試合ができていると思っているので、今日の試合は本当に勝ってよかったと思ってます。
第3クォーターに少しねファールトラブルなんかもあって、今シーズン結構ファールがかさんでね相手に流れを渡すみたいな場面がありましたけれども、ここでねしっかり耐えしのだのかなという印象を持ちますけれども、この辺は根野ヘッドコーチから見て選手たちの活躍いかがでしたか。
I think on offense we play good both half. We didn't make some shot in the beginning, but on defense, we play really good, especially second half. We changed something because they punish us too much in one set, in one action. So again, to win here with our team that we have a lot of young players, the first time like Reato and Jael facing this kind of atmosphere, it's good win to us, good win to the club.
で本当に、ね、我慢できるようなチームになってきているというふうに思っているので、前半最初の入りは本当にシュートが入らなくて苦しいスタートになってしまったんですけど、そこをしっかり我慢して乗り越えた先にしっかり自分たちが求めていたことができたと思いますし、後半の、しっかり自分たちの変えた、ディフェンスの部分のところでそれがはまって相手を抑えることもできていたと思うので、その中でやっぱりね、今日みたいな試合で米津選手だったりジャヘル選手だったり、そういった若手の選手が活躍するということはクラブにとってもすごい明るいニュースだと思ってますし、ここから先チームとして成長していく証なのかなというふうに思ってます。
はい、また明日連戦長崎戦になりますけれども、明日に向けて一言お願いします。
It's every time that we win, first thing that I'm thinking about our fans, and I'm so happy that some fans was here, and for sure our fans at home. And like I said all the time, this year is just the beginning. We improve. We need to continue to be more consistent. And next year, with the fans, with everybody, and until the end of this season, we need to continue to play like we played the last two games.
本当にいつも言ってると思うんですけど、本当に自分たちは新しいチームで、やっぱりすごい成長段階のチームなので、こういった風にちょっとずつでも成長を感じてもらえればなという風に思ってますし、今日の試合もそうなんですけど、明日の試合もまた一歩ずつ自分たちは成長していけると思うので、また明日一歩、次の年に今シーズンの終わりまでしっかりと一歩ずつ、しっかり前に進んでチームとして成長していければなという風に思うので、明日も応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。根野ヘッドコーチでした。
ありがとう。Thank you.
So obviously very happy, Nano Ginsburg, although you wouldn't see it just because, you know what, it's one game in a season of mini games, and they've had some tough times. You know, every time out it is hard to get, and you can see the burden that he faces as the head coach to try to get his team to play at that level all the time. Here's Sasha Kalea-Jones.
川崎3番ジョーズ選手お疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
チーム最多の33得点、10リバウンドということで、本当に出だしからですね、非常にアグレッシブルなプレー見応えありましたけれども、今日のゲーム振り返ってみていかがでしたでしょうか。
I think I just came out and fought today, but I fed off my teammates' energy. The young guys, the vets, everybody just came in and gave a lot of energy today, and it was contagious. So I'm fighting for those guys, and they were fighting for me, and we got the win, thankfully.
本当にね、今日はすごいいい出だしができたのかな、いい試合ができたのかなというふうに思いますし、本当に若手の選手がすごいいいエナジーをチームにもたらしてくれているので、それにもしっかり感化されて、チームとしてそういったいいエネルギーというのはすごいチームに伝染するものだと思っているので、彼らのためにもそうですし、ファンのためにも今日はしっかり戦い切れた試合なのかなというふうに思ってます。
その中でね、第3クォーターなんかは非常に苦しい場面ありましたけれども、根野ヘッドコーチも言ってましたけれども、やっぱりディフェンスでねしっかり粘れたっていうのが大きかったとおっしゃってました。ジョーンズ選手から見てコート上に立っていてどう感じられましたか。
Yeah, for sure. Defense is what won us the game. They made a couple runs, ended the second quarter, in the third quarter, but we anchored in. We fought hard. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. The fighting is what won us the game. At all moments, end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, that was probably the most important stretch of the game. And then we held on to the ball towards the end and got it done.
本当にね、しっかり我慢できた試合だと思っているので、向こうにね、流れを持っていかれる時間帯だったりというのもあったんですけど、特に3クォーターの終わりだったり4クォーターの始めというのは、向こうに流れを持っていかれたようなシーンもあったんですけど、それでもしっかりとブレずに自分たちがやるべきことをやったことが、今日の結果につながっていると思うので、本当にディフェンスしたということが今日の勝利につながっていると思いますし、チームとして、相手が流れを持っていかされそうになってもしっかりと我慢することができるようなチームになってきたと思うので、それが今日の勝利なのかなというふうに思ってます。
ちなみに明日に向けての課題なんかはありますか？
We just got to come back and execute the same way we did. We know they're going to try to scout against some of our plays. Not the word I'm looking for, but we just got to come back and just execute aggressively, tough. That's all the game comes down to. You know, it's not about X's and O's. And these type of games, it's about who's going to fight harder. And we know they're in their home court. It's a great crowd, so it's going to come back and do the same thing.
本当に今日の試合を振り返って、長崎さんもしっかりとスカウティングもしてくれますし、対策もしてくると思うので、それ対策された上でも自分たちがどれだけ自分たちがやりたいことを徹底できるかというところが大事だと思っているので、こういった試合というのは本当に自分たちがどっちが勝ちたいか、どっちがファイトしたいか、どっちが我慢できるかというのが本当に勝敗の鍵になってくると思うので、そういった意味で、今日の後半はそれができていたと思うので、明日、スタートから今日の後半の試合のような展開をしっかりしていけば、しっかり明日もいい試合になると思いますし、明日の試合も勝てるのかなというふうに思ってます。
今日ですね、このアウェー戦にもかかわらずファンブースターの皆さんたくさん応援に来てました。視聴者も含めてですね、たくさん応援してくれてますので、最後応援してくれている方々にメッセージの方お願いします。
We appreciate all the Kawasaki people that were in here today. The Nagasaki crowd is amazing. It's a nice gym. They packed it out today, and had a lot of energy. It was super fun, but most importantly, we always appreciate the Kawasaki guys that come down here, travel for us, support us, wave to us after the game, and we're going to need you here again tomorrow for a fight.
でね、本当に長崎の新しいアリーナで今日初めてプレーしたんですけど、すごい圧巻で、本当に、長崎さんのファンもすごい熱くて、その中でもやっぱり川崎のファミリーの皆さんの声援というものがすごい聞こえたので、やっぱりそういったものが自分たちの助けになりますし、それから、やっぱり視聴してオンラインでも見せてくださったファンの皆さんも、そういうふうに念を飛ばしてくださっていると思うので、明日も、皆さんのために勝ちたいと思ってます。
ありがとうございました。川崎3番キリア・ジョーンズ選手でした。
Well, one game does not a season make, but I think in this case, it's a game that is a painful one for Nagasaki, who are going to be without Mark Smith for a month due to injury, a knee injury, and a hugely important win for Kawasaki Brave Thunder as they continue to kind of start to turn things around. They came in today having had some success of late, and it didn't start well as Udai Baba and co came out and going, but this is the first shot made for Kalea Jones and for Kawasaki. He just got it going, and he was terrific. And then Johnson came off the bench and played well. So remember, this is now 5 wins out of their last 7 games. And Kabari contributing. The confidence is growing for Kawasaki. Nagasaki VELCA, they're going to need some contributions from that man as well, Nagano, and then also Morikawa. He had 9 points. He finished 2 of 6 from the floor, made all 3 free throws, but Kalea Jones just was making contributions at both ends of the floor all day long. Baba, I'm not sure that you can ask more from Baba as well, because he came out and he did pour in 21 points, had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So he's got to have some help. Matt Wright, they won without him contributing much today. And again, that was Lita knocking down the three. Zach, I thought, played pretty well. Brantley maybe didn't shoot it as well early on, but he did start to play better later. But some costly turnovers. And Johnson getting down. Interesting that, they still led heading into the fourth quarter, but that was when they wrested control away from him and took the lead for good. Morikawa right at the end of the first half, giving his team the lead. And then after the wonderful halftime show, which I'm sure all of you enjoyed, we started again. And again, that was a great bounce pass by Matthew Wright to Kalea Jones and kind of set the tone. A terrific block inside. I may have given that one to Zach. It might have been Brantley. But anyway, that was Baba again, stroking it from deep. Then Baba finished 3 of 6 from three-point range. Steve Zach had 10 points, 10 rebounds, so good effort from him. Brantley, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, so good effort from him. But didn't get a lot of scoring from Ionescu. That was his only make out of 5 attempts. It felt like after they took the lead by 7 that they were going to get it done, but then this team came back, and Kalea Jones and not going to take any prisoners. And then you had Johnson coming down for a hugely important drive and finish. Yamaguchi coming in. A wonderful finish high off the glass to avoid the shot getting blocked. And then Yamaguchi scoring there as well. I think he's got some possibilities. Hasegawa getting it to Jones, Kalea Jones. And Hasegawa, when I thought they should have found Kalea Jones, proved me wrong. This was a huge three for Roscoe Allen because he had missed his shots before that from deep. So he was 1 of 5 after that. Getting it down low, Baba kept his team in the hunt. Brantley with a late 3 to give him a little bit of hope, but they just didn't have enough down the stretch. They ran out of time, and Kalea Jones following up that miss for another 2. Baba with the last 3 points of the game. So the celebration for an exhausted Kawasaki. I think both teams really tired after that game, and I think all credit goes to Ginsburg and Kawasaki, and especially Kalea Jones, for everything that he did on both ends of the floor. 17 of 40 for Nagasaki inside the arc, 9 of 28 from deep, 15 of 22 at the line. 2 more makes at the line for Kawasaki, so they started getting to the free throw line a little bit more. They have 1 more make inside the arc, and also had 9 threes to go in. 16 points off turnovers, scored by Nagasaki, 18 for Kawasaki, and 27 points off the bench. That last stat there on the right for Kawasaki Brave Thunders is huge. 17 points from the bench for Nagasaki. And Coach Meyer's going to have to figure it out without Smith for a month. Karimata, 4 assists, Zach and Baba. But just the overall spectacular effort from Sasha Kalea Jones. And also, despite his struggle shooting early, Roscoe Allen finished with a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. So he led his team in rebounding. And Ionescu finishing with 10 assists. So even though he didn't provide much in terms of scoring, he did finish with 10 assists, a game-high 10 assists. But Kalea Jones, 12 of 17 from the floor. He made his only 3. That was right at the start of the game. 10 rebounds, 9 blocks. Just a wonderful effort from that man. Key players before the game. Ionescu, well, he had the 10 assists. He picked up the pace. He had 7 of those in the second half. And Steve Zach really did come to play today. Played hard, played well. He finished with the double-double, the 10 points, the 10 rebounds. Made 5 shots inside the arc for his scoring. So Nagano, 5 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 rebound for Nagasaki. 16 and a half minutes. And with Mark Smith, I guess that becomes more relevant because without Smith, you are out without a guy that has been just producing huge all season long. I mean, Mark Smith averaging 19.8 points per game. So that's all you need to know. He's going to be gone for a month. And again, same bat time tomorrow, starting tipping off at 5:05 there on the far right down at the bottom. A lot of other good games as well. Game 2, Paducah Golden Kings, Utsunomiya, tipping off at 6:05 p.m. So the fans here in Nagasaki going home, maybe have some supper before they go to bed and come back tomorrow for the second game of this doubleheader weekend. Nagasaki VELCA and Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Thanks for watching, everybody.